Hello everybody and welcome to my Heirloom Organic Vegetable Garden series for September the 17th. And I'm attacking my carrots today, but I'm going to give you a quick rundown. My corn is ready. It's actually, I've got to get my corn done here in the next 4 to 5 days. The cobs are absolutely massive on it. It's got some really nice sized cobs. It looks like it's going to be a good crop on corn. But I got to get my carrots done. I'm getting them done today. Now, as far as my that zucchini situation, well, the zucchini spaghetti squash hybrid thing that I came up with, they're still growing. They're starting to get that mold that zucchini gets, that white mold stuff. But the plants, are still growing. The big fruit. I have no idea what's here underneath all of these leaves, but it's one massive. Look at the size of this. This is crazy. The size of this thing. And there's some big things. I don't know what we're going to call them, but they're really, really big. Like I said, when I had one before, I found it too watery. I think it has to cure, or I don't know what. I'm going to let it go, just like you do with spaghetti squash. Who knows? Maybe it will go yellow. Now, my carrot situation, they're massive, which we're going to get to that. I'm not going to bother showing them to you because I'm going to be showing to you when I pull them out of the ground. Tomatoes are all starting to go red. I'm going to have to attack this here really, really soon. But tomatoes are really easy to process. When you see how easy it is, you're going to be blown away, actually. We got some serious big red ripe ones happening here. And the plants are full. And there's lots of green, but there's lots of big red ripe ones. Like this down here, look at this. Just lots of red inside of there. Plants are so heavy that they're bending the fencing wire. If you look here, there's a lot of plant there. They got massive. I can't believe the size of them. I was eating some raw tomatoes the other day. I was picking them off the vine and eating them, and they're so strong, the flavor to them. But I can't believe how long it took them to get ripe. But we haven't had a lot of rain, and you need water for them to go ripe. So parsnips. I don't know what we're gonna get, but there's still roughly 6 weeks to go yet, so we'll see what happens here. I will get some parsnips, but I have no idea, what kind of end result it's going to be on size-wise. Now my snap peas, I'm letting them go because these guys, I want to get seeds off of them. So I'm just going to let these plants grow and do their thing. I'll take them out later on and hang them up in the back shed upside down and dry them out. But I'm not picking anything off them to eat. Now my carrot patch, I have no idea what's in here, guys. None. It's basically going to be a surprise today what I pull out of here. Rutabaga. I think I've lost my rutabagas. Not looking good. The moths really did her in, and anything that was left started to rot. It wasn't a good thing. So anyways, I'm going to get to work here and get these carrots pulled. Okay, I'm completely blown away by the size, guys. I grabbed the first one here, just wanted to see. Look at that. And this year they didn't split. Look at the size of that thing. These are the dragon carrots. And I'm looking down the row, and they're basically, everything is monster size. That one's got a little bit of a split. Not much, actually. Not much at all. I can't believe the size of these. These are like twice the size of last year's carrots. Alright, well, I got some work ahead of me here. Unbelievable. I do not believe the size of those carrots. Oh, I'm going to have a lot of carrots. That's crazy. Well, let's see what's at this end. Oh, a little rotten one. That one's rotten. Some are rotten, but hey, considering I left them in the ground way longer than you're supposed to. And that right there, guys, when it's split like that, means nothing. Absolutely nothing. It doesn't affect the carrot at all. It doesn't matter about the taste. It's just strictly looks. Now, when it's rotten like that, different story. Oh, there is some split ones here. Not bad though. I can't believe the size of these carrots. But I did observe one thing, is that all the carrots that had cracks or that were starting to rot in the ground were carrots that were touching other carrots. The carrots that actually had nothing touching them, like even just a half an inch of dirt between it and the next carrot, were the perfect carrots. But as soon as they seemed to touch each other, that's when, you know, there were some rot ones. There's about 25 of them that were, you know, rotting and were really bad split, and the rot was starting to happen inside. I can't beat the size of them. Like, they're just massive carrots. And I know that they don't get woody. Like, I've had them before, and they get big, and they're just as good as when they're small. So I don't know how much is weight there. I think I'll weigh them, so I get an idea of what I end up getting on these dragon carrots before I attack the colorful carrots. And I'm gonna go and dump the tops here for the ducks over where I put the beets, because they seem to like everything I throw at them. So I'll do a quick weigh and we'll see what we got here. The plastic container weighs 3 pounds. So 56 pounds, so 53 pounds, yes Dougie, 53 pounds of carrots. Oh yes, you're so hot, aren't you? 53, sorry guys, 53 pounds of carrots out of that dragon carrot row. That's not bad at all. I'm gonna have a lot more carrots than I had last year. All right, so now I'm gonna soak these guys in water and go attack the colorful carrots. Well, we're on to the colorful carrots, and I'll tell you something guys, this year, like, well, normally I have to use a shovel. But because, you know, this, I'm not walking on the garden, and you know, I've got the straw. I found the soil this year is like, well, look at this. Look at the size of the carrots, and they're coming out without having to use a shovel. And I remember every other year having to use a shovel. The ground is really fluffy. Nice looking carrots, though. Really nice looking carrots. And it's the same thing. The carrots that are touching other carrots are the ones that have the rot, or they're split. It's the carrots that are not touching other carrots are perfect. So it's because I didn't thin the carrots. Well, I did thin them a little bit, but not like I should have. I should have been a little more diligent on it, but I wasn't. We had a little bit going on here with all the ducks. And you know, I'm a one-man show, so it's still, I'm blown away. I'm going to have a really good harvest, considering the minimal amount of effort I put into this garden this year. This is a bonus this year. This is the way it should be. I'm telling you, it is the answer. That straw, I'm going to pile the straw in this winter. I'm not going to be dealing with weeds or rototilling or anything ever again. This is how you grow with no effort, guys. First row of carrots done. It's a pretty good haul. Actually, it looks about the same. It looks about a 50 pound out of one row. And you know, these carrots are much hardier. They don't split. Look at the size of those things. They're just massive. The colorful carrots are, you know, actually you could leave those longer if you wanted to, but I've got to wrap up the garden here because I've got to get my corn done. So carrots are on the list right now, on the to-do vegetables. So I'm gonna get doing the rest of these. I got a hunch I'm gonna have about, based on what I've already pulled out, probably about 200 pounds of carrots. Absolutely insane carrot harvest. Unbelievable. I cannot believe what I got out of those 3 rows. That's like, well, about 56 feet, running feet of carrots. And I filled that monster wheelbarrow. And considering what I got with the other row, like last year I had 2 40-foot rows, about 38-foot rows, actually 2 of them, so 76 feet. This year, you know, I actually had exactly the same footage-wise running feet of carrots, and I got, I think, probably double what I got last year. Unbelievable. I can't believe this wheelbarrow load of carrots. I gotta let them get them all soaking here, and then tomorrow I'm going to be scrubbing carrots and chopping carrots for the whole day. I know it. And then I'll be blanching the following day, but that is a lot of carrots. That blows me away, actually. That actually hurt me to wheel it over here, guys. There's got to be 175 pounds of carrots in there. I can't believe how much I grew this year. That's nuts. That's a serious wheelbarrow load of carrots. Plus the monsters that are in here. It's going to be interesting when I'm done processing. You know, if it, my estimate is 150 feet of finished, 150 feet, I'm tired guys, 150 pounds of processed carrots. That's what I figure is going to be at the end. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a lot of carrots. A lot of carrots. I'm going to be scrubbing and chopping carrots for probably, I figure, 9 hours solid tomorrow.